Welcome, guys. I just want to welcome you guys to the next training. If you're going through this series, really a day to day from each level. And today, what I want to share today, guys, is literally the day to day of P600, right? Once again, Platinum 600. Depending on how many people came in as elite, you have anywhere between 9 to 12 people in your organization. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, guys. So today's training is about the day to day at P600. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Now, in order to really live in a perspective of being a Platinum 600, what do we have to do? Right now, you help 3 people get 3 people. So what you want to do now is the same mentality as P150. So you want to go back and watch the video in this series, the day to day in the Platinum 150. Right? Sorry, guys. You want to watch this as the day to day as a Platinum 150. We're doing the same thing, so we're going to add 4 different principles that you want to master at Platinum 600. So the first thing we want to talk about today is really edification. Okay, we want to talk about edification. Now, understanding edification is a skill set of its own. Your ability to edify, right, the platform, this industry, your leaders really just changes the game. And edification is really just speaking highly of something. See, when you speak highly of something, you raise the great credibility of it. And how you view something is how you do something. So the goal, right, is to speak highly and speak and raise the credibility on everything regarding our success in front of your new students, in front of your leaders, in front of the company that you keep. So, guys, let's go ahead and talk about edification. What's the first things we should edify? Well, number one, as a P600, you want to edify your leaders, right? That's including your mentor, and that's also including your personal downline. Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? The first thing you want to do is edify your mentor, right? You want to reach out to your mentor, ask them for help on calls, ask them to do presentations with you. And when you get an opportunity to edify your mentors, they're going to, in return, edify you. Now, what does that do as a Platinum 600? Well, when your team hears you getting mentored from somebody that's of a higher rank, higher credibility, that raises your influence. That raises your leadership lid. So what often happens is a lot of times that your team gets familiar with your voice. So you want to have leaders, your mentors, you want to leverage other streams of sources of credibility to come edify you as the leader. Now, as well, you want to edify your downline to your mentors, right? You want to speak highly of them, but you also want to take a moment to edify your leaders in front of their organization. So you want to just duplicate this process. So edification at Platinum 600 is very critical. Why? Because you want to raise the level of honor in your organization. See, where there's honor, there's acceleration. When people naturally respect your time, when people naturally honor your gift, they naturally honor your value, right? They're going to submit to the information. And when you can submit to information, you can literally have extreme amount of humility. And people naturally are drawn to people to, right, speak on other people with high level of credibility. Now, number two, not only do we edify our leaders as a Platinum 600, we edify the company, right? So now you want to get into the space where, hey, I know what the company is doing, right? We're over 600,000 students, right? Christopher Terry, how long we've been in business? What was his background? The company sales, right? Our company's vision, the vision to hit 1 million customers, right? The vision to have 1,000 chairmen. You want to start edifying the company, right? Because listen, right? A lot of people's bought into your vision, but they need to also buy into the company, right? Why? Because we want them extremely be satisfied with the integrity and the mission and the vision of the company. See, we have a vision, right? They have a vision. The company has a vision. So we all need to make sure that we're playing the same role in the company's mission and vision to really impact the world. So you want to get to a space as a Platinum 600 is you want to start edifying the company in front of your organization. You want to let them know that this is safe, right? That we have the best leadership, that this company is solid, that this company is about to make, right, impact all over the world, right? So I truly believe iMastery Academy is the #1 technology and educational, right, platform in the world. So guys, your excitement about that, your conviction about that will trickle down into your organization. Now, number 3, right? Let's talk about the products. You always want to edify the products. There's going to be some times where with these products, you're going to literally have some issues, right? Technology is never 100% accurate all the time. You're going to have some bugs in the systems. You're going to have some breakdowns certain days. Some days your go live won't work, right? And it's okay. And here's the thing. You got to have a extreme level of patience, but how you view it is going to determine how your team views it. So you never want to say, oh, go live is down. All these products is messing up today. You don't want to go in your group chat and give that type of negative reaction to what may be a simple technology bug. Because remember, this company now, right, is putting out products and success stories that are literally 90% accurate. So because we have one bad day or one bad moment, one bad hour, you don't want to de-edify the products. Make sure as a leader, you always speak in light, love, and humility about the products, the platform. Why? Because we want people to become a product of the product. How can people be sold on a product when a leader is talking about the product? Now, as well, you don't want to be biased, right? You may love the Harmonic scanner, but somebody might love Cash Trap. So you don't have to talk down on one product, right, to edify another product, right? Two wrongs don't make it right. So here's the thing, right? What works for you may not work for somebody else. So you want to edify the entire platform, all of the products, right? It's not Gold Cup versus the D-Lo. All of them wins. All of them are successful. All of them get people paid. So you want to edify all of the products. Talk about the results. Talk about the success. Talk about how easy they are to use. So make sure you're edifying the products. Now as well, what you want to edify is the system, right? Let's talk about the system. Okay, we talked about this in the Platinum 150 video, but now it's time for you to edify the system. Why do you want to edify the system? It's because it creates results, right? You want to shed light on everything that's working, right? And you also want to let people know if you don't follow the system, what may happen to your results. So you always want to be edifying the system. How do we edify the system? We edify the people who are leveraging the system, the results that they're getting. We want to celebrate the people who are leveraging the system, right? And you always be able to tell by the results. See, the fruit always going to show you, right, who's really following the system. So always make sure that you edify, hey, these calls and what they've done for my life. Hey, these type of trainings, what they've done for my business, what they've done for my organization, right? So the system still sets you free, right? So the system, you want to edify the system, the calls, the value, right? So that we can ensure that our leaders, our 9 to 12 students in our organization at Platinum 600 is plugged into the system, okay? So once again, just a recap for #1, you want to make sure you edify the leadership, right? Because people don't follow people they don't trust, right? So you want to edify. You want to make sure you raise that credibility. #2, you want to edify the company, right? You want to assure them that, hey, we're in this for the long haul, that we have the top best leadership in the world, and we're like top 10. We won 6 spots in direct sales, top home businesses around the world. Our leaders are. Then #3, the products, right? We're asking people to be a product of the product. You are a product of the product. So never talk down on any product. No one product is better than the next. #4, you got to edify the system, right? That's creating success, that's leveraging, that got everybody winning. You want to edify that. Now, #2, let's have a real conversation, okay? At #2, you want to get good at following instructions, right? It's all about you being teachable and coachable. Now, let's be honest. Now you're feeling yourself, right? A lot of times coachable, okay? A lot of times you get to Platinum 600. Now you're making an extra $600 a month residually, 150 every Friday. You got 9 to 12 students, maybe even more inside your organization, and you start feeling yourself, right? Now you want to do things your way. Now you feel like, hey, I got this. I'm having success. And what tends to happen, right, is, hey, right, let me tell you guys, you never humble yourself, right? You never humble yourself because Now you feel like you know everything. Guys, I've seen this numerous of times where people flip from P150 to P600. Now you can't tell them nothing, right? Now they feel like they're running the world, they're having success, and making 150 every Friday, and they completely forget how far they've come. So at Platinum 600, what you want to do is start focusing on following instructions. Why? Because it's going to take another level to get to P1000. And here's what you want to understand. The same people that got you to P600, that's 9 and 12, might not be the same people that take you to Platinum 1000. So you got to humble yourself as a leader. It's about service, right? So you got to make sure you have the right attitude, because your attitude is going to determine your altitude. So you want to make sure you humble yourself, and how you do that is by completely removing your ego and your pride. Now, your ego, ego stands for edging God out. Okay. You got to be teachable and coachable. You got to ask yourself, what's my teachability index? So here's the thing. What I like to do, right? You need to be done to you. And also you want to do for your students. You got to give people tasks before you give them a title. Are you with me? T, what does that mean? Give people tasks before you give them a title. Well, I want to give students, right, a task of maybe watching a video, maybe reading a book, right? And I'm seeing how humble, how bad do they want it. I'm seeing their humility. So, for example, if I send Mike a video and say, hey, Mike, watch this video, get it back to me tonight. If one of my leaders is named Mike, he's a Platinum 150, he's in my organization, I'm a P6, and I say, hey, Mike, I would like you to watch this video and then get me the notes back tonight. What I'm doing is giving Mike a task, right? I need to see if it's worth my time. I'm checking his humility. I'm checking his gratitude. But most importantly, I'm checking his honor. But the same thing works for you. When you're a mentor, you're Platinum 1000. Remember, you're a Platinum 600. When your Platinum 1000 asks you to do something, what's your teachability and coachability index? Do you honor your mentor? Do you honor your upline, right? Because a lot of times, guys, you may be following somebody that you don't like, and that's okay, but you do have to honor and respect the information, right? It takes a extreme amount of humility to serve somebody that you may not always agree with. But guess what? You don't have the results neither. Okay, you missed this. You don't have the results neither. So guess what? You have to humble yourself, right? And do the task, because you're a Platinum 600. You don't have the results of Platinum 1000. You don't have the results of Platinum 2000. You don't have the results of P5000 or Chairman. So understand that you got to have extreme amount of humility. So you got to remove your ego. Stop edging God out. You got to remove your pride. It's not your way or the highway. Remember, it's not a person that determines the rank. The rank is an organization. So when I'm thinking about P600, I'm not thinking about a person. I'm thinking about an organization. You got to think for everybody, not just for yourself, right? I'm a representation of 9 to 12 people in my organization as a P6. As a P150, I'm a representation of 3 people. So here's the thing. You want to make sure that you live in extreme amount of honor and humility. Are you with me? You want to have a servitude attitude, right? So now, step number 2, once again, you got to follow instructions. You got to be teachable and coachable. Why? Because you got to develop the leadership, raise your lid so that you can impact and have the capacity to lead other people. And that requires you to humble yourself. That requires you to remove your ego and pride. And that's what require you to be teachable and coachable by following on task, doing exactly what your mentor wants you to do. See, my mentor told me, T, shut up and run the play. Right now, you guys are over talking, you're overthinking, and you want to do things your way. Well, you don't have the results. So you need to humble up. You need to focus up and run the play. Okay. So let's talk about number 3. Number 3, as a Platinum 600, you have to now learn the importance, right? The importance of personal development. You have to really learn the importance of personal development. You say, T, why is this important? Because now you've shifted from plugging people into the system, even though we still do that. But now you're in a complete leadership role. You have 9 to 12 people in your organization, and now you're in complete leadership role. So it's going to require you to really get locked in on your personal growth. Now, here's the thing, right? You want to, in your calendar, now your timing is everything. You in your calendar, you want to spend 1 hour of personal development. And when we talk about personal development, you say, T, what exactly do we mean? Well, we want to develop the skills, right? We have to develop the skills. Okay. And the skills pay the bill. See, in order for you to become a millionaire, you got to first become a skillionaire. So you're learning how to right? You're learning how to present the business, right? Because whatever your team sees is all they know, and it's all they know, that's all they do. So you're staying in phase one and you're duplicating yourself. You want to develop the skills, right? Because now you got 9 to 12 people depending on your leadership. You need to come close. You got to come present the business for them. You got to be that leader that's going to help them expand. So, do you know how to present the business? A lot of times people hit ranks on paper, but not there mentally, right? You may have somebody drop people in your organization. You may then, on fire at this point, don't even know what you've done, but you might not be there mentally. Why? Because sometimes ignorance is on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Guys, we have a lot of people having success, but don't even know exactly what they're doing. And they're just at a rank. They're just collecting checks. So just because you have a title does not mean you have leadership, you have influence. So this is why you want to develop the skills, because you may be a P6 on the back office, but in real life, right, you may not be a leader, right? So understand that you got to develop the skills. So you got to learn how to present the business. Now, outside of presenting the business, you got to make sure you know how to promote the business. See, the promotion is the number one skill set when it comes to building this business. You got to learn how to promote the business, right? Now, number six, the C, letter C. Let's talk about it, right? So C, outside of that, you present, you promote. What you want to learn now is prospecting. You gotta learn how to effectively prospect and bring in new students, right? You gotta learn how to the invite, the PS3. You gotta learn the small skills that's going to literally expand your growth. Why? Because depending on your skill set is going to depend on the level of leaders that you attract and develop. Depending on my skill set is going to depend on the level of leaders that I attracted to my business and that I develop inside of my business. So you want to spend 1 hour a day on personal development, learning the skills, right? Working on your discipline, working on your consistency, working on your patience, okay? But now, what's most important outside of personal development, right? We really want to talk about spiritual development. You see, why spiritual development? Why? Because success is 90% to 99%. Sorry, guys. 99% spiritual. Are you with me? And the physical work is what we just talked about. That's only 1%, presenting, promoting, and prospecting. But success is all about your hard work. See, it's not so much about the hard work. It's really about the hard work. Okay. It's really about the hard work. And what I mean by that is every single morning, you want to spend 1 hour working on your character. Are you with me? Guys, I like to listen to Bishop T.D. Jakes, Darius, let's do it. So, guys, here's what I like to listen to. Okay. I like to listen to Dr. Darius. Okay. I like to listen to Dr. Darius Daniels. Okay. This is my spiritual development. Also Bishop T.D. Jakes, right? You got Bishop T.D. Jakes is amazing as well, right? Spiritual development. And I have a lot of women in my organization. So I listen to his daughter, Sarah Jakes, okay? Sarah Jakes Roberts, right? Now, outside of Sarah Jakes, you got Pastor Michael Todd. You got Keon. So you got Pastor Michael Todd, okay? Transformation Church. You also have Keon Henderson, right? I'm just giving you guys a few people that I listen to. Okay. Then you also got Dr. Miles Monroe. Okay. Dr. Miles Monroe. Okay. So these are people that's giving you spiritual development because it's your character. See, here's the thing, guys. You cannot activate the skills if you don't have the right heart. See, sometimes your talent will take you places your character can't keep you. Now, let me give you a major gem. Here's the thing. Let's talk about a major gem. Guys, not everybody is motivated by cars, okay, clothes, jewelry, right? They're not motivated by this. Cars, clothes, jewelry, houses, materialistic stuff. Okay. They're not motivated by it. But here's the thing. Since they're not motivated by it, you got to understand that some people are motivated by love, right? By people, right? By impact. Okay. See, they're more focused on significance rather than just success. Are you with me? See, when you focus on your own success, that's for you. But when you focus on being significant, that's for others. So the reason why people don't trust you is because everything is money driven by you. It's money driven. You only talk about how much money you made in the market. You only talk about Bentleys, cars, clothes, what designer you want, and it's people that's following you. That's all about heart. It's all about people. It's all about impact. So if all you talk about is the money, when do you talk about your team? When do you talk about the love? When do you show the gratitude? This is why you got to have spiritual development. This is why now at P600, you're building the heart of a leader. See, the thing about a leader is a leader, right, has a magnet in his hand and a compass in his heart. Let me say it again, right? So for your notes, this is why it's big for leadership. A leader has a compass in his hand and a magnet in his heart. See, here's the thing about P600, about leadership, right? You want to make sure that you do the hard work, right? See, a protege, here's the thing, right? A protege wants what's in your heart, but a parasite want what's in your hand, okay? Not your jeans, in your hand. Are you with me? So what type of company do you keep? What type of leadership are you creating? Does everybody have the right heart around you? Is everybody just money motivated, just about the bag is just about money? That's why people treat profits over people when it's supposed to be people over profits. See, our business is people. We in a people business, guys. You actually build the people and then people go build the business. So you got to be clear that you got to make sure you're treating everybody with integrity. It's your character and you're being significant, not just focus on your own success. So that is like importance of learning personal development because it's going to make all of the difference when people start following you. Right. So this is P600. Right. Just a quick recap before we talk about our last step, day to day. We're doing the same thing as P150, so we're just adding things into the mix. Number one is edification, edifying our leaders, edifying our company, edifying our products, edifying our system. Number two is following instructions. How teachable and coachable are you? When somebody give you a task, are you doing it? Is your pride in the way? Is your ego in the way? Right? Because your ego and pride will kill you and rob you of your success, rob you of love, rob you of happiness and everything that God has to give. Number three, you got to learn the importance of personal development, self-improvement. Number one, you talk about your personal development. You got to develop the skills. It's the skills that pay the bills. You got to be a skillionaire before you become a millionaire. Then it's the hard work, the spiritual development, right? You got to understand that you got to become a person of increase, significance. It's about the value you give to others. That's what builds people's trust in you. And always remember, a prodigy wants what's in your heart and a parasite wants what's in your hand. Now, let's go ahead and close out with number four. Okay. So the last thing you want to do as step number four, because remember, we're doing everything we do as a platinum 150. We still do the work. Because remember, a chairman is just a platinum 150 that never quit. But we keep adding to every level, there's a new devil, right? So we got to add more things to the pot so that you can make sure you're literally effective at every level. So let's talk about step number four. You got to learn how to host your own trainings, okay? So now if your team does not miss if they miss a training on a system, if they miss an important Zoom call to do the work, maybe they're having a baby, maybe they got finals, maybe they got school, no matter what's going on in their life, it's your responsibility to give this information. So what you have to focus on just on a few things. You got to start now hosting your own trainings, right? Getting your own Zoom link, investing in your Zoom link, right? $15 a month, $30 a month, start investing in your business because now it's about impact. Now you got an organization. Now you got 12 people counting on you, right? No different than Jesus and his disciples, right? So here's the thing. You want to understand step A, letter A, you want to start doing trainings like team building, right? Well, what do you mean by team building? Well, you watch the video on how to go P150, right? So now what you want to do as a Platinum 600, you're working on creating 3 to 5 Platinum 150s in your organization. That's going to take you to Platinum 1000. You're working on taking people to Platinum 150. So how do I do a team building training? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and watch the video P150 Blueprint. The first thing I'm going to do, right, is go watch the video, right? It's up on YouTube, your videos, is I'm going to go watch the P150 Blueprint, right? So now once I watch that, I study that, now I go train on that, how to go P150 so I can do this training. I can get all 12 people in the organization and, hey, here's how we're going to go Platinum 150, guys. And I can lay it out step by step. Now, you never want to do a training during the system. So for instance, if I have an organization call at 5 o'clock, I don't want to do a training at 5 o'clock. I don't want to take my team away from the system. So I want to find some time in between the system schedule, a gap where I can do a team training. Why? Because you are not bigger than the system. You're not bigger than a collective, right? So one day you may have a chairman 50 doing a training, but you off somewhere doing a Platinum 150 training, and now your team misses that value. So you want to do a training, right, in between the system, the schedule. Now, that's team building, right? Well, we also need to do what? Basic training, basic MT4, right? We talked about this, how to set people up. By this time, you're a master at it. By this time, you want to do it in your sleep. So you can do a basic MT4 HFX training, right? How to get people paid in minutes, how to get people copy and pasted in profit, right? So that's our second training. Now C, right? Because now you are a leader. You know how to do these things for your organization, right? Let's talk about C. Let's talk about risk management. You can do a risk management call training, okay? Laying out the risk management, okay? Make sure people are not over leveraging their discipline in the market. But then as well, you can do D, okay? Now D, we could do a new member, right? A new member training, AKA 72-hour quick start. 72-hour quick start. Are you guys with me? Okay. And then as well, E, you can do a launch training, teaching people how to launch their business. Okay. So guys, literally at P600, you're taking ownership in your organization. Now you're still leveraging your mentor heavy, leveraging their voice, edifying them. But now this is where it gets real. This is where you're saying, hey, listen, my mindset here is to serve. See, listen, guys, my mindset at P600, literally, is how can I help you? That's my mindset. It's all about service. The day-to-day at P600, same as P150, gonna do the same work, but now my mindset is how can I help you? How can I be of a service? And that's gonna take me edifying. That's gonna take me following instructions and being teachable and coachable. That's gonna take me learning the importance of personal development and spiritual development. And that's gonna take me doing the work of hosting my own trainings, making sure my team, my group, my tribe is really has a level of understanding that they can go out there and get results and really represent our entire organization. So guys, listen, I don't want to be long today. I just want to be strong. Take this video, let it marinate, and get ready for our Platinum 1000 run. All right, guys, God bless.